The movie begins by showing a man. He is playing with toilet paper out of boredom. He is very curious about how long it should take before this circle disappears. He's been living in this house for 10 years because he's a hikikomori. It's a Japanese word for people who have cut themselves off from social life and have reached a maximum degree of solitude. Since this man lives all alone, he can even fall asleep on the toilet. He doesn't like to watch TV, but eating is a different matter. There's no need for a table because you can eat right over the sink. The most attentive noticed that he's made cleaning an art form. He also read every book. Lately, it remains to read magazines about mountains or fishing. Once a month, his parents send money. In the very first year, besides money, they sent letters. With money and a phone, you can't go missing. You can order anything on the phone. The doorbell rings, there's an exchange. But he never looks at the couriers. Every Saturday, he orders a pizza. The delivery girl wonders why he doesn't look at her. All his life, not only has he disliked other people, but even sunlight has prevented him from living. And while absolutely the whole world is moving, the man's life, on the contrary, is slowing down. And so another year passed. A stack of pizzas became as tall as he was, and his whole life hasn't changed a bit. Every time he falls asleep, he has happy dreams. But on pizza delivery day, everything changed, and he saw who was delivering the pizzas. Suddenly, there's an earthquake, and the girl passes out. The man is running from side to side, not realizing what he needs to do. Attempts to wake her up with water did nothing. After examining the girl a little more closely, he notices a tattoo. And since he doesn't like to touch other people, he brushes off the t-shirt with his breath. There were 3 words on it: headache, sadness, hysteria, and 3 buttons. One of them was on the leg. He becomes very curious about what would happen if he pressed it. After only a second, the girl wakes up and asks if he pressed the button, and then she shows him a trick that makes him sick. The girl notices there's a mistake in the pizza stacks. One of the boxes is upside down, and the whole house is called like perfection. But it's time to leave. This day, his head was filled with new thoughts because of what again ordered pizza. The wait for the delivery girl lasted practically an eternity, and as soon as the bell rang, he ran headlong to the door, not realizing that another delivery man had arrived. Without asking anything, he entered the house, used the phone, and asks for water. The man is talking on the phone in raised tones. The guy is wondering where the last delivery girl disappeared to. After hearing a description of her appearance, the man says she's his wife. But okay, that's just a joke. She decided to quit her job and never go out again. The guy wants to get her address where she lives. This surprises the delivery guy, and he gives her the address. If one hikikomori needs to meet another hikikomori, there's only one way to do it. When you open the door, you have to overcome all your emotions and cross the sunny line. Night fell, but the guy never came out. After another day, the guy finally comes out. The light seems very blinding and the heat starts to make her sweat. Her house is in another part of the city. The closest way is through the subway, but there will be too many people there. Better to take the bus. There is only one problem. The money has run out. Just for such occasions, there was a bicycle next to the house, which has long since rotted away. It turns out that for 11 years, the whole house was covered with dense vegetation. Running through the city, the man does not understand where all the people have disappeared. Noticing a girl at the door, he tries to talk to her, but the girl quickly leaves. On the street, you can find only robots delivering pizzas. Even the cars have disappeared. Everyone in town has become a hikikomori. Being an avid hikikomori, he easily realizes how long the other person has lived, locked up. Suddenly, the very same delivery girl catches his eye. He asks her to come outside, and as soon as possible. If she doesn't come out right now, she's doomed. The girl closes the window. The guy asks her to come to her senses and say at least a word. Just as suddenly, a massive earthquake starts. The townspeople run out of their apartments. It would seem to be a terrible incident, but it helped people to remember what it is like to stand under the rays of the sun. After just a couple minutes, the residents go home. The girl wants to leave too, but the guy begs to differ, and he makes a love button. That's the end of the movie. I'll see you soon. Bye.